many times have you wasted somebody's time though? Yeah, okay,
Let
so
me ask you, how many dates have
over
you been
time.
on where the shit was dead in the first 30 minutes? Gotta learn
Cover
from your
mine up.
experiences, G. You gotta,
But if ignorant
it's more than the
ass
gray hair now. It's more than the gray hair now.
old niggas, I'm just saying you keep on saying your gray hair got you wisdom.
Hey, you got
You not the good morning beautiful type, the hey queen, grand rising type of nigga, are you?
no.
That leads me to a new introduction for Quickie. If y'all don't already know or don't already see, we back at it. We back at it. Quickies is here again for season 2.
You got to, you got
Okay.
to, got to. Some may call it luck,
Okay.
others call it
Okay.
perfect timing. So
Okay.
as I'm saying though, that flow can bring you back into somebody else's presence that you've been around, been with before. It could have been years since y'all engaged with each other. So but sometimes spinning the block can can be a good thing. Can be a good thing. So
Uh,
let me ask
Speaking
you.
of spinning the block, wait a minute. Speaking of spinning the block, let's introduce ourselves again because people need to know. I'm Jae Marie on the Quickies series, and I've got with me my co-host for the series, 610. And we
What's
coming
up?
back
What's
at you.
up?
Another segment, another segment. Let's talk. Spinning the block. Go ahead. Lead the way, sir. Lead the way.
As I'm saying, so spinning the block, it can be a good thing at times. I mean, look at where we at today. Ashanti and Nelly.
Oh,
Spent, Nelly spent the block. Ashanti answered the knock, and she got knocked
did
up at
he
the same
spin the
time.
block?
Yeah,
He
yeah.
he spent the, he did spin the block, and I love their coupling. I love it. I love it. And it seems very sincere, very mutual. It does seem very legitimate and authentic. But
Absolutely.
but is she considered okay? Hold on. I got a video that actually. Well, let me
Come on,
find
man.
it.
We're gonna
Okay, let
talk
me
about it.
find it.
We're
I
gonna talk
know
about it.
we're gonna talk about it. Now, here is nope, is that the one? Yeah, I think it's this one. Hold on,
Exactly, and you don't value. You look at her like she's weak.
That is true.
Okay, she doesn't
Really?
love herself. Because if she loved herself,
Hell
she wouldn't be
yeah.
spinning nothing but a spin a foot in your ass.
Why'd you ask him really?
I don't really think like that. Like, I don't think you're weak for me spinning the block. Kind of crazy.
It's the intention of you spinning the block. I personally know that the same reason I'm not fucking with you now, if I spin a block, it's not gonna change. I'm not spinning the block to
It
be
don't
on
gotta
some.
change.
I want to.
Wow.
That's
Their
right.
opinion. That is it
No.
does the I think this is why women don't take back a lot of times the guys because it is what is your intention? Because like the girl said, or like the guy, I think the second guy that was talking, he said if you spinning the block just to fuck the girl, then yeah, you don't have no intentions that appear in that sense. So spinning the block, intentions matter.
Indeed, they do. Also, context matters. So, in a situation where me personally, I'm not spending the block just to go fuck a girl that I fucked before. It's not happening. Um, I don't care what the situation may be, whatever the dynamic is. Now, what I will say is, now if it's somebody that I genuinely had feelings for, cared about, at some point in time, we made each other's lives good, and then shit just didn't work out for whatever the reason. And then down the road, let's say I was the immature motherfucker, and then she dealt with me, or she was just continuing to give me chance after chance, and I kept fucking it up. And then down the road, years down the road, somehow our paths cross each other again, and I'm a more grown, more mature man, and
Uh,
you got to learn from life. Teaches us a lot. If we
it
don't
does.
pay attention, then we'll never learn nothing. So my thing is, spinning the block in certain situations can yield some positive results. Now, at the same time, I would never go back to a motherfucker that treated me poorly. Personally, just couldn't do it.
Okay.
Can't do it. Can't do it.
Okay.
Well,
Okay. So
can't do it.
we need to say then I'm gonna interrupt just in this little piece 940-343-5685. If y'all agree, spinning the block can sometimes be a Nelly and Ashanti situation, or who the one that spin the block that it wasn't successful. I'm trying to think of who tried to.
Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck.
Oh God, that was that. Whew.
Yeah, he looked unhappy, very unhappy.
He did. He did. He definitely did.
Yeah,
He did. And we thought it was gonna work. I'm trying to think of who spent the block.
I'm trying
Is
to
there a lot
see.
of success in spinning the block though?
That's what I'm saying. Like I said, it's a rare thing. It's a rare thing because how many times does somebody try to get back in your ear? You know what I mean? And you be like, nah, I ain't trying to hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't have a high success rate.
It doesn't. That's fair to say. That's fair to say. Um, yeah, that's fair to say. Now, has anybody tried to spin the block on you, and what has that success rate been for you? And do you feel like men have that more often than women?
Yeah, I would say, yeah. I mean, yeah, it's happened. It's been there. It's been a thing. Me personally, though, like once we date,
What is your spin the block rate of success? Let me ask
oh,
that. What is your
yeah,
is it
yeah.
1 to 2, 2 to 10? What?
No, it's probably been two instances over the course of these many years where I've actually spent the block, but it didn't.
Successfully or not?
Yeah. It wasn't a complete spin the block because I wasn't getting back with that person. Now we might have did some things and hung out, but it
Okay,
wasn't.
okay. So
Yeah,
then it was to spin a block just to get some, and then we gonna go our separate ways. It wasn't to
yeah,
spin a
yeah,
block to.
yeah.
Okay.
I was a
So
victim.
then,
I was a victim. They came and they took advantage of me.
oh, okay. So we go here go a video we gonna say these are the reasons.
People will usually spin the block for two reasons. Either A, they regret that they lost you, or B, they recognize that you're doing better off without them and they were never the main character in your story. And what's generally happening is they're watching your glow up be undeniable. And that discomfort within them is wanting to disrupt your levels of thriving. You have to be mindful of their motives and intentions to re-enter your life, especially when you're in a stage of healing. Do not allow their discomfort of not having you in their life sway your judgment. So make sure that
Okay, he was going on to. I think he was about to say subscribe to his channel for more. It might have been something else. He got the message out. So, two reasons he said they realize they messed up and they trying to fix it,
Yep.
or they trying to attach to your glow up because they see you doing better without them.
Yeah, it's a lot of that going on.
So, do you feel like those were the reasons for you or
Oh,
not?
I can tell you now that I mean I could say probably both in my case. I think
Woo! For what?
once I moved to Florida and people started peeping out how shit was cracking. I was getting
Oh,
I was getting some follow up
action,
messages,
some box that you didn't expect. Oh,
DMs. I'm getting all
okay.
kind of shit. I'm like, word, okay. I mean, hey, listen, I'm an open book.
Ladies, he's single, so I'm just he's putting it out there. He's taking box requests. Okay, I'm not. Okay, so
There'll be some high value box.
so spending because if it ain't high value, it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. So spinning the block. Now, here goes another one. She talks about would you ever. So let's listen to that.
So do you believe in that, spinning the block?
You know what? I wanted to spin the block recently, but Ia did something so fucked up to me that honestly my conscience just wouldn't let me spin the block. I was only trying to spin the block because I was getting lonely.
A lonely mind can make you look over some certain things that remind you of the reason that you're lonely in the first place. Yeah, that's true.
Huh. The conversation sounded like it was about to go bedroom the way he was talking. So I don't know where that video went after that. But neither here nor there. So she said there's also another reason now when you're lonely. So it's going back to that familiar.
Yep. It's fucked up because it's selfish, but at the same time, it's also in a strange way a security mechanism because you're going back to somebody that you do have some familiarity with, so you know kind of what to expect from that person. You know what I mean? Versus,
Okay.
you know, you just getting down here and letting some random, you know, get at you. So, but I can almost understand. But that's spinning the block with no purpose of, you know, going. You know what I'm saying? That's no destination when you spin that block. That's just I just need somebody for right now, for tonight, maybe just for this week, because I'm you
so
know,
it's going into the black book. It's going to look for whoever is available, going down your call log, trying to see who all. Okay. So do you feel like, so it's almost like that? Okay, let me ask this. Do men tend to, what do y'all mean when y'all say the one that got away?
I think in those situations, it's a woman that we probably didn't treat the best, that gave us everything that we ever asked for. However, we wasn't seeing their effort, we wasn't seeing what they were doing, and we felt like they were just, you know, a wheel in the car. You know what I mean? We could always get another tire, another wheel. So, but you know, things happen. You come back around, you get some type of fucking insight, and you're like, damn, man, I mean, the grass wasn't greener on this side over here. I had something great. I fucked it up.
Okay. So, okay, I'm trying to figure out the video. Like, it's so small on this screen, I can't even play it off. Okay, I try to have them in order, so I'm gonna edit this out. Okay, so we're gonna talk about this boy. Look like he could be my family member, but we're gonna listen to Speedy and see what he had to say about the block.
Spinning the block, can't condone it, but a U-turn? I don't see anything wrong with that. We don't have to do a full spin, but I am okay with the K-turn, okay? I'm very familiar with this neighborhood. I like to go places where I know the lay of the land. I know the terrain. Why would I want to go to a new neighborhood where I'm not familiar with the demographic? Nobody said this block needed demolition, right? It might have just had a couple potholes, and it ain't nothing to patch those up. We didn't have to take it away completely. Times is hard.
Wow. Okay.
I like how he thinks.
That video, it was too long. It was too long to keep on continuing. But that was another way of spinning the block. He said a K turn or C turn or whatever the letter was.
K turn.
He'll do a U turn, but not a full spin of block. And a K turn, I don't know what that is, but anyway. So that speaks to what you said, the familiarity. You know, people will tend to mess with someone off of the familiarity. If I could say the word right, I ain't even rolling my tongue.
Some more tongue work.
So I don't know what I heard. I'm gonna just go with I didn't hear you right. So anyhow, the spin the block can be for several reasons. And for men, you think that the one that got away is like, oh, because he fucked up. That has to be the reason. But what do you think of like the women that do that? Is it loneliness? Do you think it's she feel like she fucked up and the ratio to that in relation to men? What do you think that is?
I think with that, well, from a woman's, I guess, side of that feels like a dude got away, that guy, particular one got away. It happens. I think it's only because of the nature that women are sought after. They're always sought after. So, you know, sometimes a woman's patience can only be so thin. And so a guy, and this shit's still going on today in today's climate, man. A guy can be doing everything they can do to try to keep a woman or make a woman happy. You know, one, he might not make enough money. Two, you know, he might not be, you know, some minute thing that doesn't work for her, but he does everything. He provides security, pays bills. You know what I'm saying? Things that women.
So he the victim. He the victim.
I wouldn't call him a victim, but at some point, a woman like that will dispatch that dude and then get something that she thinks she wants and get, you know, kind of fucked over. And then she realizes, damn, he did treat me right. He did do all these things. And then she's more apt to, you know, if he's open, she's more apt to go back and fuck with him or try to fuck with him. if he's allowing her to come back. But most men like that won't do it.
Do you feel like it's because they feel more valuable? Like they're like, oh, I'm a high value ass nigga. I'm not finna let you.
They probably they embrace their worth more, because I think sometimes dudes tend to try to date up to a degree.
Ooh.
So if they're
Okay.
dating someone that like that, maybe most often they might, it's a little different, like that, so they might be a little more timid and like, I don't want to lose her, so I'm gonna do everything that I can to keep her, type shit. And
Oh.
then but at the same time they're a good dude. But a woman that obviously values herself pretty high is fucking with a dude like that, probably feels like I can do better, and then she tries to do better, and then the do better don't work. So but by then
Okay.
that dude knows his value. He has some confidence now. You know what I mean? She tries to come back. He ain't fucking with it though.
But
He's
what?
on.
But what? Okay. Now you got me riled up because you talking about the dude, like the dude that observes or not observes. That ain't the right fucking word. What's the word? Recognizes his worth in the midst of all that. He doesn't take her back because he's like, nah, I know my worth. But the flip of it is, if a woman does that, it's like, oh, look at this. Look at this.
Exactly.
He came back for her. He came back for her. And that's what I've typically heard. But now, the other video, the girl was like, no, you don't. He said he didn't respect her. He thinks that, she has low self-esteem and all that type of thing. So it boils down to, it is situational. That's where it's controversial, because it's never going to be a yes, do this, or a no, don't do that, because it is going to depend on the situation. And while we got you, y'all be sure to drop us a line, 940-343-5685. Let us know, would you spin a block? Is there anybody in this world, on this earth, that you would spin a block for the right reasons, or is it just a hit again? So we let y'all tell us, give us a story, let us know, whatever, drop us a line.
Spit your piece, but keep it tight. This ain't no marathon, it's a sprint tonight. Bum, bum, hit a rhythm in your chest. Double, baby, I know you impressed. Quick with it, spark that fire. Keep up, baby, all the flame might exist.